Alright, what's good, boys? Back at it again with another video. Today, we have a story time about my first time taking shrooms. And, you know, don't mess with psychedelics. It's stupid. I don't know if shrooms qualify as a psychedelic, but my friends have referred to being on them as a trip, or said that it's a trip when you're on them, so I would assume that they're psychedelics. But anyway, so it all starts off as a normal day, you know. I wake up and I had no idea what was gonna happen the entire day. I just woke up and expected to play CS:GO or Siege all day. But my homie hits me up and he's like, "Yo, you wanna go hang out at the mall with me and my friends?" And me, being bored as fuck, was like, "Sure, no, why not?" And he said, "Alright, we're gonna be going at this time, so we'll let you know when we're on our way." And I was like, "I bet." So the time comes and we go to the mall, and we just hang out there for like an hour. And you know, once we get done at the mall, we go our separate ways, because I had no intention of hanging out with them after this, just because I kind of wanted to go home. But once I got home, I just got really bored, so I hit up the same guy and was like, "Yo, can I come hang out with y'all? I'm bored as hell." And he was like, "Sure, but are you down to do shrooms as well?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't think I am." And he was like, I guess you could just watch." And I was like, "Yeah, I could." So I go to the house that they were at, and the entire time I'm thinking about if I actually want to do them or not. And so after being there for like 30 minutes, they're telling me that they're gonna be doing the shrooms later tonight and asking if I wanted to stay the night and do them with them. And I was like, I could see if I could, because I kind of want to do them. So they're like, "I bet, ask." And I was like, "I." So I text my mom and asked her, "Hey, can I stay the night at my friend's house?" And she said, "Yeah, sure." So I'm like, "Fat bet." So I go back over there after doing some things at home, and just hang out with my friends. And then after about an hour of hanging out at that house, we go to my main homie's house because his mom was cooking dinner. So we were gonna go eat before we got anything. So we go over to his house, we eat food, and then we decide to go get the shit. And it's like a 45-minute drive to go get this shit. So we go and we get it, and while we're getting it,
Take flight.
While we're getting it, the guy who was getting it for us was letting us smoke. So, you know, that I was fine with. That I'm more okay and more comfortable with. And so we get back in the car and we're planning to head home. And so I'm high as fuck, and I'm sitting in a car, so I'm just vibing. And this is one of the most caring dealers I've ever encountered. he was making sure that we knew the proper thing to do on the road when we were suspicious and not late at night. He was just making sure we got home safe, we got home without being pulled over, and we didn't get pulled over. So shout out to him for that. But once we got home, we go and we hand out the shrooms, and then someone's like, "Hey, I kind of want to go for a walk. Go down to the park and take these." And so we were all like, "I bet." So we went to the park. Sketchy as fuck. It was like 11, 12 o'clock at night. 4 teenage guys just walking around, going to a park, and just hanging out at the park, just standing around the swings. Like, that is the most sketchy thing, or one of the most sketchy things for a neighborhood. And it's not like we were trying to hide either. We were straight up in the open, not behind anything, not behind like trees or anything, just straight up in front of swings, and just took them, like you do. And so, me being the absolute pussy that I am, didn't want to take the whole thing, so I didn't like trip too hard, because I didn't know if I was gonna trip or not. So I take half of it, and then I just put the other half in my pocket. And so we just hang out at the park for like a few minutes, and then someone says that they want to take a walk real quick. And we're like, okay. So we go for a walk. It's like a 25, 30-minute walk that we go on. Not too long. And then one of us is like, yo, we kind of look sketchy as fuck. And so we were like, yeah, you're right. So we went back to the house that we were staying at. And basically just ride the trip. I didn't really feel much at all. I was getting more of a feeling from the weed that I had smoked like 2 hours previous to this, and was just vibing on that. And so I told him, I was like, yo, I'm not feeling anything. And they're like, alright, take the second half. So I pop that, and I eat it, and yeah, I eat it, and I don't feel anything the rest of the night. I really don't. And I was kind of disappointed and kind of sad, because I kind of wanted to trip. But like at the same time, I'm glad I didn't, because I don't know how I would have reacted to seeing random shit. But yeah, moral of the story, don't do shrooms. Don't do any drugs. And if you do a drug, only do weed. Like, legit, just do weed. I mean, that's the most illegal thing right now. So, yeah. Anyway, that'll do it for the video. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.